Hey gamers, welcome back. And in this video, we're going to be going over a build that I did off of Blackwood's store. So let's see what he's got.
Steady as your hand, Captain. Mr. Tulin's
So
orders have
first
always
off,
been fulfilled.
obviously, if you can't see it, I'm sorry, but I don't have enough bars to highlight everything. That's great. It shows you how much I've been putting into all these builds that I've been doing. But anyway, so we have Mark of the Wolf, which we are going to be putting on the ship. But which ship is that we're going to be doing? It's the one in Blackwood. Battle Junk, one of my favorites. This ship is, if you're interested in getting the snow, this ship is far better. It's faster, it's more agile, has more gun ports. I'm not a I'm a DPS guy. I like DPS ships, but this is a tank DPS and it's a very, very good ship. So we are going to run Mark of the Wolf and Ramrod Workshop. And what just happened? Except, okay, apparently it doesn't want to let us see it. Let's try that again. So, Ramrod Workshop. Also going to be running Breach Lock Furnace. There, we'll come down here. And I originally wanted to do the Hong Yi Pao bombards, which the reason I didn't is because I don't want to recommend them because they're just okay. There's better things to put on there besides those, but that's what I wanted to do. That's what I had on there, and I tested it and didn't like it. So, Hung Pies, I would pass on those. But we are running the Crouching Tiger and Phoenix Talons, plus the ship and the furniture up here. So let's take a look at it on the ship.
Perhaps you shall find yourself.
So instead of the Hong Pies, I went with the Long Gun 5. With basically, you could run whatever you want on here. I just kind of wanted to do a different kind of build where it's try to do mainly out of what Blackwood had in his store. So you can run whatever you want. Just make sure when you do that, you are running the furniture that matches it or the furniture that matches the ascensions that you do to it. So it's completely up to you what you did. Basically what I did, because Blackwood had Mark of the Wolf, um, which is an explosive furniture. It also has a blaze on it, which the talons are great because they are burning. So it also increases the fire rate of explosive weapons by 20% and increases damage to structures by 5%. So it gives you a little extra kick for forts. And then the breach lock furnace is it's a good weapon, especially for demi cannons, because the closer you are to something, the more damage you're going to put out. And it also increases your shell shock, which so does Mark of the Wolf, which also works on NPC ships, just so you know. Spirit Slacker, I put that on here. These two right here are interchangeable. If you don't have these, like Beam Sports, if you don't have those, I would run Double Planked Hull. Basically, the same thing. You're losing your armor a little bit, but you're getting 5% on your hull. So that's not too bad of a trade-off. Um, Spirits Locker is what can we switch it up for? It all depends on what you have. Basically, just it's pretty much up to you. I would just try and make it either find something that you have for armor or hull health, or something to go along with the weapons that you put on it. And then we have obviously Ramrod Workshop, increases secondary damage, increases secondary damage brought by broadside weapons by 8%. Decreases reload time of broadside weapons by 7%. And then I went with the Demi Cannon Works for an extra 19% on the secondary damage. If you don't have that, which you should, and you should be able to track it and buy it, and it's not going to be expensive because it is a level 1 furniture. So, all right, our armor is it's not too much of a necessity. I mean, Buccaneer's Oath always works great. When in doubt, use it. If you don't have it, Royal Custodian. But this Tanasha armor is my favorite, especially for the battle junks. It reduces the buildup of status effects while bracing. While bracing reduces the buildup of negative status effects by 10% every second. If the status effect is active, it's during and reduced instead. Reduces damage taken from punctured status effect by 25%. That's another reason why I like it. A lot of sharpshooters out there, they're all using punctured, so it's a good one to have. These two armors, the Phoenix Crest, and I believe the Crimson Lotus also both got a buff. So if you have one of those, these two are good armors too. I do switch between those and this a lot. But like again, your mainstay is always going to be the Buccaneer's Oath because it's an all around good armor. The next one, if you want, you can even put Nocturne Heart on there, which is in Blackwood also. A lot of people use it. It's not my favorite, just because you get the 15% hull health, or excuse me, 50% damage, while your hull health is above 75%. But the damage mitigation, I just don't like it. It's not very good. So for an armor, it's supposed to protect you. This one really doesn't do that, but it does give you 15% more damage. Other than that, this one is going to be hard to come by. This one got a buff. Stormoven Symphony. It's a nice armor. I do like that one. And where did it go? The Celestial Dance also got a buff. That's a good armor too. Now, I do believe the Elder Dragon drops that on occasion. I wouldn't I wouldn't hold your breath on trying to get it, but I think that it does. But other than that, either stick with Buccaneer's Oath, or if you have the Tanasha, which was in Blackwood last week. Well, like I said, the Nocturne's Heart, that's also in there right now, so you can pick that up too. Okay, but the reason I wanted to show you this ship is because if you're thinking about a snow, I would rather have you see you get this. It is a tank, but it does deal provoke. Damage dealt within 200 meters range applies taunted charges. Applying taunted with this ship makes target vulnerable to 50% increased weak point damage from all sources, which is awesome. Increases brace strength by 150%, which is really good, and brace strength recovery by 25%. So, I mean, if you put the right furniture on here, you can brace all day. You just hold it. Your stamina doesn't run out, nothing. Endure receives 2% less damage per attack each time incoming damage is braced. This effect can be stacked by up to 20% and expires if no damage has been taken by the brace in the last 12 seconds. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. Taunted charges to hostile targets within 125 meters while bracing against hits. So this is why I like this ship. It's got a lot of defensive perks. And it does dish out a lot of damage, especially for a tank. Most of the other tanks that are in this game just don't have the output that this one does. Not to mention it's got more weapon ports than the other ones. So, now that we got all that out of the way, let's go see it. I don't need company, thank you. This is not going to help, but no, that's not going to help either, that I can't heal anything. Well, let's go try another one. It's 4 minutes. I wish I would have saw that sooner. Well, let's go play with the annoying guy. Soleil Royale has always been super, super strong. I mean, he's not like a big time boss or anything, but he does tank a lot of damage. It takes forever to kill him. Always hated fighting him. That's the one thing and the reason probably why it's in Blackwood, the Hong Pies, is they do go with this ship because they do inflict taunted, and so does the ship, as you can see, inflicts taunted pretty much right away, especially with that Crouching Tiger. That Crouching Tiger just puts it out there.
You will meet your maker!
See, this thing has a great brace on it with the Mark of the Wolf furniture on it, even though it doesn't do anything for a brace. It's got a great brace all on its own. But if you put the water tank on here, you can sit here and just brace all day long. That's what I run on all my junks is the water tank. It's just I wanted to do that build out of blackwood, and obviously the water tank was not in there. So here we are. But Mark the Wolf, kind of funny though, I put it on pretty much all my ships because most of my ships are explosive or have some sort of explosive on them. Bombards or whatever. But it's a good piece of furniture. No, he's going to run away.
We don't fight royalement! You will see! Our sails shall darken the horizon!
I do use soul mending on my weapons too, so it gives just so all my ships have a little bit of something coming back at them.
Défense please! Fire!
Actually, Tiger didn't seem to take any damage off them. That's interesting. Health off of them, sorry. Did he take my health down that far just by touching me? That's ridiculous. That should not happen. I was even bracing. That's kind of cheap,
I
but
bet you very
whatever.
much. Our ship is sinking! Put your backs into it!
Ship also does work great in Tier 2, so if you wanted to jump into Tier 2 with it, you'd be just fine. I use them all the time in Tier 2. Actually, I use this build in Tier 2 all the time. This is actually my Tier 2 build that I use the most. It was a little far. This is what I'm talking about. It gets down to the very end and takes forever to kill him.
Watch your
And just as I say that, we kill him. Alright, everyone. That's going to do it for the battle junk. Like I said, it's a great ship. It's one of my favorites. I have 3 of them. I use all 3 of them. They are great. Give them a try. Get it from Blackwood. And test it out. You will definitely like it. And I will see you in the next one.